What's going on, everybody? This is James Paxton, part of the Cam Jam Experience. We have a weekly podcast that we broadcast on YouTube that comes out every Thursday at noon. And now we're doing a quick little video to discuss one big event that happened today in sports, and that is the death of Aaron Hernandez. For those of you who do not know, 27-year-old former New England Patriots tight end Aaron Hernandez committed suicide in jail this past morning. It is said that he hung himself with bed sheets, and he made sure that nobody could come into the cell. So it's pretty obvious right now that it was a suicide attempt. Nothing's for sure yet. I'm not going to say it was suicide until I find out for sure, but it looks like suicide to me. This comes after a couple days after he was found innocent of 2 murders. Of course, he is serving a life sentence in jail for the murder of Odin Lloyd in 2013. And for that matter, he is serving life in prison with no parole. And for a man who just got good news a couple days ago, he committed suicide. So what happened? Why did this guy do the things he did the past couple days after hearing very good news? Well, my opinion is it's very simple. He got a celebration on Sunday when he was found innocent. But his celebration is just, you're in jail. He's going to be in jail for the rest of his life. He didn't know what to do. He doesn't know where he's coming from. There's no win. And yes, he was found innocent of the double murders, but quite frankly, he's still going to be there because of murders he did commit. And whether it's your opinion that he didn't kill the people he was found innocent of, or that he did kill them, but he just wasn't found guilty of the court of law, that's your decision. But the fact is he is a murderer. He did kill people. And there's no easy way about this except for he didn't want to be in jail anymore. That's basically it. I don't think there's anything humane about this person. I do feel bad for his daughter. He does have a very young daughter who you could tell he loved. There is a picture going around the internet where he blows her a kiss of last week. I feel bad for his fiance for having to raise a girl without a father. She already had to do that burden. But now she has to do it knowing that the girl's father will not be there anymore. Those are the people I feel bad for. I feel not much sympathy for Aaron Hernandez. He was an amazing football player. He did unbelievable things. He was part of a championship team at Florida. He got a second chance there when he was in trouble with the law, and New England picked him up knowing that he could be in trouble with the law. That being said, I don't feel sympathy for someone who's been getting their 20th chance and who is a murderer, but at the same time, I can see where he's coming from. I can see why he did the things he did this past day. He saw no way out. He's 27 years old. That's pretty young when it comes to serving life in prison. Let's say average guy lives 70, 75. You have 50 more years left in jail with no parole. That's after a court case that just took a lot out of your life. A court case where prosecutors are just telling you what awful things you're doing. A court case where you're centered as the murderer. A court case where you're the person who they're trying to figure out why you did these wrong things, and you get judged every single day. And if you look at those court case pictures and some of the video and some of the writers, it was a big consensus that this man didn't have a lot of humanity in him. He didn't feel bad about what happened. No, he didn't smile. He wasn't crazy, but he knew what he did. He knew he committed the murder. He knew what happened. And that's why a lot of people are guessing he got lucky and he was innocent. So for that matter, he killed himself this morning strictly because he didn't want to be in jail anymore. I personally don't think he killed himself because of he feeling bad. He didn't kill himself because it was the right thing to do. He didn't take his own life for any other reason except for he didn't want to be in jail anymore. And there was no way out. It's very sad because I don't want to think people are like this. I don't want to feel that this man doesn't have the empathy or sympathy that other people should have. But at the end of the day, he became a football star. He had a contract which was 5 years, $40 million $40 million is what most people don't see in their entire life. He was going to make in 5 years, playing the sport that he dreamed of playing since a kid and living his dream every single day. But he couldn't do that because he was too into the crime world. That's why I don't have sympathy for him. This man committed suicide based on, I didn't want to be in jail the rest of my life. He didn't feel bad for what he did. He won't feel bad for what he did. That's the way it is. I feel bad for his daughter. I feel bad for his fiance. I feel bad for all the families involved. Nobody's going to make any big statements about this man because they don't want to be part of that. There are a couple football players and friends who have said that we'll miss you. You're a good guy. Mike Pouncey, who's a center in the NFL, he said that today. But quite frankly, I don't think any Patriots are going to come out of this. I'm not saying he deserved to die. I'm saying don't really feel bad for him. Feel bad for who he left behind without a father, a husband, or a family member.
What's up, guys? It's Cameron Glenn. About to talk to you about Aaron Hernandez and what I think about the whole situation. Well, quite honestly, as you guys know already, he was in cahoots with people who killed Odin Lloyd, who was his fiance's sister's boyfriend at the time, and was a linebacker for an amateur football league. It's a very odd thing because, quite frankly, Aaron Hernandez was or could have been a good player in the NFL, but he decided to go ahead and throw it away to do this. I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me, but there's a lot that has been coming about this, and a lot of people feel differently about it. A lot of people feel that it's great, that he's gone, whatever, all that good stuff. Well, what I think about it is, yes, he's guilty. He messed up. He did it, for sure. Secondly, what about, like, his family, though? What about his daughter? What about his fiance? Like, you saw him a couple days ago when he was found not guilty, blowing a kiss to his daughter. Like, I don't know how she is going to be able to feel about this, knowing that her dad, who was going to be gone forever, but she still could have seen every once in a while, is actually literally gone forever now. So, given that, I feel terribly for her, because that's her father. That's someone who she's supposed to be able to look up to see, even if it's every once in a while, because that's what the circumstance would have been for her. But I also think about his fiance, who, same situation really. Now she has nobody that she's really going to have to help her now. There's nobody besides her support family, obviously, but he was her man. Now he's gone, you know? And it's just an unfortunate case. Obviously, I think Odin Lloyd's family probably feels a little better knowing that, well, first off, he was gone, obviously, but knowing that he's for sure gone and that he's not going to be able to go out and do anything, they probably feel like justice has been served or made. My question is, why did he do it, though? Why did he decide, okay, I'm just going to end it? Well, what I'm thinking is he probably knew he had nothing. He had absolutely nothing. He had a jail cell, and that's about it. He didn't have the ability to be free, go out and see his daughter whenever he wanted to, like I'm sure all dads do. But I don't know why end it when you can still see her every once in a while. But I see that's probably why he did end it, knowing that he can't see her hardly at all, maybe not even ever, depending on how they view visitation and stuff like that. But he had nothing. He had nothing to live for at that point, so he came to the conclusion that this is where it had to end. And it's a shame because of what he could have been for the NFL and what he could have been for the Pats. It's unfortunate that he decided to go the path that he went. Who knows what was going through his head, what his reasoning was, why Odin, like, that's somebody who's close to your family, being that it's your fiance's sister's boyfriend, and that just, I don't know what Odin had to have done for it to be like that. Nothing has came out about that, but Aaron Hernandez hung himself, obviously, as we all know now, and that's how this story is going to end for him. Make sure to check out our YouTube page. We're going to have the Cam Jam experience on there. We're going to be putting James's video up. We're going to put my video up. Hopefully you guys like it. Take a peek at our podcast also.